27th of January 2020, Monday afternoon. Piotr here, and this is the crypto market update here, Light Forex Global YouTube channel. So without further delay, let's go straight to the charts. All right, let's start with the Bitcoin weekly chart. And as you can see right here, right now, market is trying to break through previous week high, right? We are trying to break these levels, and of course, the important thing is that the question where we are going to be at the end of the week. We have some stops above the high we've seen 2 weeks ago. That's quite important. And from the bulls perspective, previous week low and what we've seen 2 weeks ago as a possible demands. So what we have here, 8,200, 7,900 as a demand based on the weekly chart. And right here, first possible supply around the current level, around this 8,800, 8,900. Then we have this rejection level, 9,250. And in case of the break here, of course, if you remember, we were discussing previously 9,500, 9,600 as the next important level, right before 10k, psychological 10k. So let's have a look, switch lower, and let's check what we have from the daily chart perspective, right? So if you remember, that was one of the reasons, this weakness here, right, the sell-off here, that was one of the reasons we've seen the rejection in 9,200, right? That was one of the reasons. Market rejected the attempt to break. So the important thing right here, right now, is that this pullback, well, I would say it's shallow pullback. It's, you know, well, no sell-off, no scary moves, right? And what we're trying to hold, right? What we're trying to hold, that was the latest weakness here. From here, we were moving down, right? So we're trying to hold that zone. That's quite positive situation, quite positive scenario right now. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see some lower shadows testing this 8,100 or testing this demand. I wouldn't be surprised. So with the possible, let's say, some kind of the 1-to-1 from here, right? So that would be one, something like this, and then strong rally. That cannot be ruled out. But today's price action, the Monday price action, is really good and looks really nice. So from the daily chart perspective, what we are fighting for right here, right now, is for sure we took out these stops. All right, it's already been taken. So the shadows over here, so 9,000, 9,200 as a next possible target. We'll see. That's very interesting. I would prefer to buy lower levels again, based on this possible, let's say, 1-to-1. I would prefer to buy lower. Of course, everyone wants to buy lower, right, and sell higher. That's what is going on the market. Buy low, sell high. But if that's not going to happen, and we will see higher levels, right? If that's not going to happen, if the daily close today is going to be above this latest weakness, right? So we might witness some shallow pullback and continuation to the upside, all right, towards 9,200, 9,500. So let's switch even lower. Let's have a look what we have on the 4-hour chart, right? And here could be a little bit tricky, because what we have right now just stop hunt, right? What we need to take out is this 9,000. That's the key, right? And then this swing high at the top. So from the intraday perspective, what happened? For sure, some stops been taken out, but right now we have to hold some levels. So this 4-hour candle needs to close above the previous 4-hour candle high, right? And then we have to continue, okay, to the upside. We have to continue to the upside, right? We have to continue to the upside. And if that's gonna be the case, if we are going to close above 8,950, then shallow pullback and higher levels, right? But we might see some kind of the pullback from here, where the pullback could take us. So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the intraday breakout levels, right? 8,500, 8,450. All right, so maybe not 8,100 what we discussed a second ago on daily, but maybe this 8,500, 8,450 if we are going to start pulling back from here right now, right? So if this is going to be the failure, retest of 8,650, attempt to rally, and this 8,500 could be the target and rally from here. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. Buying around 8,500, 8,450 with the first target around here. All right, but if we are going to go straight and we are going to hit that level, right, and then we are going to see the pullback, right? So there is buying zone a little bit higher, but it has to be done, it has to be hit, right, to have this 8,650, 8,600 as a buying zone, right? For now, it's somewhere here, okay, 8,500, 8,450, and rally from here. First target is gonna be 9,000, second target 9,200, and the third target 9,500. Let's have a look what we have on Ether. There we go. Well, it looks totally different than what we have when it comes to the Bitcoin. We are still fighting around the top of the channel we discussed previously, right? So we've seen the pullback, and we are right here right now again. We will see how it's going to end up. But if you remember, we were discussing possibilities. So Bitcoin looks good, right, to the upside, but some near-term supply is visible. So instead of thinking of selling Bitcoin because of where we are right here right now on the Ether, it might be smart idea to watch end of the day where we are going to be when it comes to the top of the channel as the first thing, as well as where we are when it comes to some kind of the supply towards 176, 186, right? So two possibilities in my opinion here when it comes to the Ether. Either trying to visualize, either we are going to have this type of the end of the day, right? So this type end of the day, either today, tomorrow, right? This type of the candle where we have a long upper shadow somewhere around the stops, right? But closing inside the channel, all right? Or the second possible scenario I'm going to look for from the supply perspective. Today we are ending here, and for example tomorrow we're trying to break higher, all right? We're trying to break higher. We are building the body, right? We are building the body towards this possible supply, 176, 186, right? But towards the end of the day, right? That was the entry of the day. We were doing something like this, but then we are turning around and we are closing. So that's the falling body, all right? So that's the red body with the upper shadow. And we are closing inside the channel. So today we are not breaking above, right? Tomorrow we have the Riley building upper shadow and falling below the daily open and closing inside the channel. So when it comes to the Bitcoin, buying the pullback, when it comes to the Ether, if you think that you want to short some crypto, maybe Ether gonna be the solution as discussed. That's it, guys, from me when it comes to the crypto market update. If we are going to have some breakouts or failures, I'm going to make another update. Thank you, take care, and see you around.